YouTube, what's the deal, guys? It's your boy Bird Nose Ball coming at you with another vid. Guys, we know football season is right around the corner. If you guys can't tell, I am super excited. I am a Chicago Bears fan. I have high hopes, guys, and I hope the Bears do good. And the NFL season is like a week and a half away. So, guys, why not come on here and give you guys the most impactful players, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, the most impactful players for the next NFL season, guys. And like I stated before, I am a Bears fan, so you guys know the number one most impactful player on my list. You guys already know who it is, right? If you guys couldn't guess, it's Caleb Williams, guys. This is the franchise right here. Right? Number one pick in the draft last year, guys. High hopes. People are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Guys, those are some of the top guys you want to be compared to, right? Especially Patrick Mahomes. But guys, coming into Chicago, obviously us or the Bears not having a 4,000 yard passer or a Pro Bowler in I don't even know how many years, right? Probably decades, right? So, guys, coming into Chicago, coming into a decent team, right? It's not like the Bears were bad last year. They were 7-10, so he came into a decent squad. And if you guys don't know, if you guys don't watch the Bears easily could have had 9 wins, 10 wins, right? And 10 wins is a stretch, but I think more 9. I think we lost 2 games in the fourth quarter, the Browns and the Detroit Lions, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, coming into this team, guys, I think Caleb Williams is going to have a very good season. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze. Our defense is very good. Only thing shaky is the offensive line, which kind of scares me a little bit, but Caleb Williams is Caleb Williams, so he can get out the pocket, create a little bit. We just have to hope that it looks good, right? I've seen flashes in the preseason. It's got me more excited, and people are going to say it's the preseason, and I completely understand that. But he's playing against the ones, right? Against the Bills, I think he played against the ones, and then I think the Bengals, I think he played against like a mixture, but mainly the second string guys. But guys, number one and most impactful player, I think is going to be Caleb Williams coming into the Bears. And I expect him to have a very, very good season. Number 2, I'm not going to take too much of the time. I think Keenan Allen is going to be a very impactful player for the Bears, and not only for the Bears, but for Caleb Williams, right? Obviously, Keenan Allen has been in the league. He's a very, very good route runner, and he's kind of QB friendly, right? Because he's such a good wide receiver and a good route runner. I think I would put him up there with Devontae Adams on route running, but that's besides the point. I think already kind of doing his first stint with Justin Herbert and him being a rookie and stuff like that with the Chargers, and kind of just adapting to the QB play style of Herbert when he first came into the league and helping him develop and grow. I think it's going to be very, very good for Caleb Williams. I think it's going to help him tremendously be a better quarterback. Just having a guy like Keenan Allen, a veteran, a very good route runner, very smart person, or very smart player IQ wise. So, guys, I think Keenan Allen is going to be very impactful for the Bears. And like I said, not only for the Bears, but I think for Caleb Williams' career, and having someone like Keenan Allen for Caleb Williams is very, very important. And we've seen the strides that Justin Herbert took when he had Keenan Allen, and I'm hoping that Caleb Williams could take those strides also with Keenan Allen. Number 3, guys, is Kirk Cousins. And you guys might say, he's getting up there in age. He's coming off an Achilles injury. They paid him a lot of money for a guy that's coming off a ruptured Achilles. Guys, I completely understand that. But the Atlanta Falcons aren't that bad, right? Last year, I believe they won 7 games or something like that, 7, 8 games, if I'm not mistaken. And they had very bad QBs, right? And I think you add someone like Kirk Cousins, who's a very good player. I know he drops off in the playoffs and all that stuff, but we're talking about the regular season right now and the impact that he's going to have. I think adding someone like Kirk Cousins, a QB like Kirk Cousins, to that squad, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Darnell Mooney might look decent, Bijan Robinson, I think is going to be very good. And I think with Kirk Cousins on the squad, I think he can give them at least 10 wins. I haven't took a peek at their schedule yet, but just going based off last year, they had 7 wins with bad QB play. I think Kirk Cousins is better than both those guys on the roster last year. So I think Kirk Cousins gives them 9, 10 wins. But guys, this can be a very, very explosive offense with Kirk Cousins, and that's why I have Kirk Cousins being one of my most impactful players this year. Number 4, I have Brandon Aiyuk, and it's going to be a little weird because we don't know where he's going to land with San Francisco, with the Steelers, with the Commanders. I don't know, guys, but with every team he goes to, he's going to be very, very impactful. So, guys, obviously San Francisco, he's one of their best receivers. They can really put him anywhere, and that's why they're doing this whole thing. They don't want to lose him, but they don't want to pay him like one of the top guys in the market, although he is one of the top guys in the market, right? So, I think being with San Francisco, he's going to do well. If he's not with San Francisco, it's going to impact how they play offensively, right? So it can either be good or bad. But if he goes to the Steelers, right, having Russell Wilson or Justin Fields being the QB of that team help just better the team, I guess you could say. And if he goes to the Steelers, you put him next to George Pickens, very good. And if Russell Wilson has a decent season, then him and Brandon Ayuk and George Pickens will look good. Obviously, Mike Tomlin, the head coach, he hasn't had a losing season, and I don't think he's going to start now, especially with the QB like Russell Wilson. We just have to hope that he gets better. But if you add Brandon Ayuk to the Steelers, I think they can be very good. 8-9 wins also, obviously in the hardest division of football, so that kind of messes it up. But if you add him to the Steelers, he's also good. If you add him to the Commanders, help out and reunite with his ASU quarterback, right? Jaden Daniels, that will also be good. Help him. So, guys, it's going to be very interesting. Wherever Brandon Ayuk goes, he's just one of those players that is going to be very impactful. And if he is not on the 49ers, it's going to impact the 49ers and how they play and how they look offensively, right? So, Brandon Ayuk, number 4 most impactful player on my list. And, guys, before I get to my 5th one, I understand all these guys that I just named off are kind of like receivers and quarterbacks and stuff like that. I know it starts in the trenches, and I know how important the trenches could be and cornerbacks can be and linebackers can be and stuff like that. But, guys, I just wanted to kind of talk about more of the more interesting positions in football. I guess you could say the more talked about positions. I wouldn't say more interesting because that's kind of discrediting all the other positions, obviously. But I think just more talked about positions, right? So, number 5. And my last one is Derrick Henry, guys. I sometimes forget that Derrick Henry's on the Ravens because how good they were last year, right? Adding someone like Derrick Henry in the backfield with Lamar Jackson is going to be very, very explosive, to say the least. The RPOs, the QB decisions, guys. It's going to be scary, and I know obviously, the offensive scheme is really run heavy, so I think Derrick Henry is going to have one of his better years in Baltimore. And I know he only signed a 1-year deal, but guys, for this 1 year, I think Derrick Henry is going to have one of the best years of his career, especially someone next to like the caliber of Lamar Jackson. And Lamar hasn't had a running back caliber like Derrick Henry, right? Because Derrick Henry is one of the top guys, although he's getting up there in age, but the production is still well. And guys, I can't harp on it enough. Him and Lamar Jackson is going to be very, very explosive, and I think they're going to look very good together. Them two, Zay Flowers, obviously one of the top receivers too. Guys, Derrick Henry is one of my most impactful players, and I think he's going to have one of the better years of his careers next to Lamar Jackson, guys. But that is my 5 players or 6 players. I don't know. I kind of forgot. But, guys, let me know what you think. Who are your most impactful players going into the next year's NFL season? Guys, I am super excited for the NFL season. It feels like it's been so long, right? Guys, a week and a half left. My Bears play on Sunday, September 8th or 9th or something like that. I'm super excited. Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, Roma Doomsday, DJ Moore. Guys, I'm a Bears fan. I'm super excited. Hopefully your team is going to be good, and if it's not, keep rooting for them. It's going to turn around soon. But, guys, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys so much. Peace.